What up, though? It's People Champ 1983. Go live with you on the YouTube. Going back with you on the YouTube live. Thank y'all for joining me on the live stream. You are the real MVP. Thank you very much. Big time. Big time. Big time. I do appreciate that. All the support. And don't forget to hit the like button on the live stream if you haven't done so. We appreciate that. It's for the algorithm. We appreciate that if you guys hit the like button on the live stream. And it's free 99. I don't know how many guys, how many times I gotta tell you guys that, but it's free 99. It doesn't cost you a damn thing to hit the hit the like button on that live stream. So please hit the like button on the live stream. We appreciate that. And don't forget to hit the comment section in the live session to let everybody know that you are here, and also subscribe to more future live streams and videos like this, and also share this live stream with your friends and family, like so they can know that the People Champ 1983 goes live on a daily basis between 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, 1 o'clock West Coast, 4 o'clock p.m. 4 o'clock p.m. West Coast. 4 o'clock p.m. East Coast, 1 o'clock West Coast. We're here on a Sunday, as you can see. We here on a we here on a Sunday, right? We here on a Sunday, June 2nd, 2024. We are on the second month of June. We are a few weeks away for the summer, ladies and gentlemen. We are a few weeks away. Can y'all believe that we are actually weeks away from the summer? It's just not that long ago we was complaining about how it was January. How it was December and January, and leaves were still growing on the tree. It took February to get here in order for what to say is when Groundhog Day got here and they announced that it was going to be in early spring. Instead, we got in late winter. Oh no, wait, what? I don't know if you guys heard me. Instead of us getting an early spring, we got a late winter. That's why winter didn't end until mm, like earlier, because off and on we were dealing with cold temperatures. Even a few weeks ago, we were dealing with cold temperatures that will be down to 40, close to 40, 30, and sometimes 20 degrees. And like I said, ladies and gentlemen, that was only weeks ago. So like I said, winter got here really, really late, and still lingers around weeks, and all the way up until weeks ago. And now we are started now to get the spring weather that we were supposed to get after February 2nd. But instead of that, we were dealing with periods of snow, cold temperatures, snow, rain. We spent most of our times in our winter gear than we did enjoying the spring weather, to tell you the truth. Because even in England, people over there had found themselves wearing winter clothes during the middle of why it was in the middle of April. They was in the middle of April and they were still wearing winter clothes because it was still being cold out there, close to 40, 30 degrees, 20 degrees. So instead of them enjoying the spring weather, they end up still wearing winter clothing. And if you could see from the title, ladies and gentlemen, I just came from a workout. I just done working up these biceps, triceps, try to get this bigger. Try to make sure I'm ready for the summer, as you can see. And before I came on live, I was trying to do um a video where I have done 200 set 200 reps of dumbbell pull-ups, and out of nowhere my memory card went out of memory. Don't you hate when that happens? When as soon as you make the video and then you're already in the groove into the video, you're already into the video, everything is going nice and smooth for you. There's no cuts, there's no stuttering, there's no nothing. Everything is going absolutely smooth, and then all of a sudden, your 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 phone starts recording because it runs out of memory. And you're like, so now you got to, so now you start deleting everything. Before you even start over, you got to delete everything to make sure you have enough memory to even start a video to begin with, and then start over. And you're like, because I was already was at 150 pull-ups, but then the memory stops. So I'm like, are you serious? So that's why I titled this a pre-workout blinker. That's why I titled this pre-workout blinker, because that's exactly what this is. I guess I just came straight from working out. So now we're about to do what we came to do, as it says in the title. Hope everybody do well physically, mentally, and emotionally on this day, and have slept like kings and queens last night. And in case you're new to this channel, let me introduce you to who I am and what this channel is all about. This is the People's Champ 1983, and we go live on a daily basis between 4 o'clock Eastern Time, 1 o'clock West Coast. That's 4 o'clock Eastern Time, 1 o'clock West Coast. And between 4 p.m. and 4:20, we talk about either random stuff, or here we talk about, as you see here in the title. And as we talk about those things, I want you guys to get ready. So grab your blunts. Make sure everything rolled up. Make sure everything packed. Your bowls, your bongs, your bong rippers. Make sure everything charged up. Make sure your pens charged up. Make sure your puff coat is charged up. Everything is charged up. Everything is wrapped. Everything is packed. Everything. Make sure you got your edibles ready. Make sure you got your gummies and your drinks ready, because around 4:20 we're about to get it in at the same damn time. So get ready right now, because as of right now, the time is, we got less than you got 14. It's 4:14. So that means that we are less than 15 minutes away, less than 10 minutes away for 4:20. So make sure everything ready right now, because we're about to get it in. As you can see, I got my. It might be a little bit, but it's still a little bit left over at the very bottom. I just put some in here, the what I have left. And it was about this much in the tube. It was about this much in the syringe. So and this is a 3 gram disposable. So it gonna look like it's not much, but all of it is pretty much at the bottom. You can see some of it is raising at the top. Trust me, when I'm about to do this blinker, then you know how much truly is in here. You truly know, based on how much a big of a cloud I get from this. That's how you know how much truly is in here. So get ready now, and then right after this, ladies and gentlemen, I'm planning on going on a Walmart run to grab some stuff. I had ordered some stuff from Walmart. You know, some personal hygiene stuff, some stuff for the bathroom. You know, and also and stuff, and also for dinner tonight. I plan on having a impossible burger tonight. So I already got the buns ready. Already got the buns. So all I need is to grab the impossible meat, and also grab the also grab my personal belongings, and then head back to the crib, make the stuff up, eat it, and you know. This is what I got so far. Check this out, guys. You ever seen you ever seen Axel this size before? This is a XL X. Get it? XXL. Good. It's an X, but it's an XL. X X L. That's why I was like, this is supposed to be. This is a Phoenix crushed mint and rosemary scent. This is a 48-hour high definition scent. Dope mass odor. Stop it. There you go. See? 48 hours. This will be on you for 48 hours. This will have the ladies think it's smelling good. And also, I have gotten this Axe Black Vanilla Orange Sandalwood. This is a 72 hour. Wow. Even though this is bigger, this was only a 48 hours. While this one says 72 hours. 72-hour fresh, aluminum free, infused with essential oil. See? It says 72 hours. Guys, we got 2 minutes, so make sure that we are ready to get in with me. Make sure we about to make sure everything ready, because we about to get break around 4:20 p.m. because we got less than 2 minutes away. I mean, less than 2 minutes away for 4:20. We got 1 more minute. 1 more minute. Like I said, guys, hope I'm doing well physically, mentally, and emotionally on this day. We are here on a Sunday, June 2nd, the 2nd of the month, 2024. We are less than weeks away for the summer. Are your body ready for the summer? Are you guys ready for the summer? Are you physically, mentally, and emotionally ready for the summer? Or no? Because, okay, guys, guess what time it is? It is, you know what time it is. You'll see it. Bum, 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 bum. 4:20 p.m. on the dot. Hope y'all ready. Have a happy Sunday. Cheers. Mm. Oh my god. Hold on, I got the fan blowing. That's why you couldn't see the smoke that good. Hold on, guys. Motherfucker! Son of a bitch! What the fuck going over here? You motherfucker! I'm gonna fucking tell you. Don't fucking come over here. You piece of garbage. Oh my bad, y'all. My bad. Hope you didn't hear that. But but what noise? Oh, that was nothing. That was nothing. Don't even pay attention to that. Don't even pay attention to that. That's just nothing. That was just y'all didn't hear that. But now they got the fan on. Now I'm about to show y'all how much is in here. Cheers, gang. Uh, mm, oh my god. Mm, mm, mm. Oh man. Mm. Oh my god. The blinker is no joke. Mm. I don't know what to do with my drink. Where my water bottle go? There we go. Hold on, where's my water bottle? That's I wanted to say. Always stay hydrated. Cheers, gang. Uh, Even when I was walking, like I was even when I was carrying bags with the Walmart one the other day, I was doing curl pull up exercises with the bags. Have you guys ever done that before? Lift weights using um like grocery bags to keep working out. You ever done that before? I just done that earlier 2 days ago. Had carry bags of groceries and the D's as I was walking. Oh yeah, we got lots to talk about, ladies and gentlemen. Lots of things happening in the news. Oh my God, so many things happening in the news. So many things happening within professional wrestling, within WWE and Impact Wrestling, and also with AEW. Mm, we got a lot to talk about. So bear with me as I'm still trying to recover from this. The Blaker. Mm, uh. And also we're going here to talk about how I here talk about how I'm able to manage to play the piano, how I'm able to teach myself how to play the piano by watching others play and then me imitate them is how I teach myself how to play the piano. And then so much more we got to talk about, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, but hope y'all doing well physically, mentally, and emotionally on this Sunday. And if anybody had to tell you yet, you are smart, beautiful, kind, and wise, and you are the most important thing on this earth that has lots to offer. Don't let anybody tell you any difference. That's right. You, and you. Don't let anybody tell you any different. You special in your own way. I'm special in my own way. That will make us special and unique. And we all got different talented. We all talented in different ways. That will make us special and unique. And for that, cheers, gang. See? Look how much smoke that came out. It doesn't look that much, but it's a lot in there. As you can see, a whole lot of smoke that came out. A whole lot of smoke. That's how much you can tell how much was truly in there. Oh my god. Mm. Uh, uh. And also, ladies and gentlemen, remember, like I said, if you are hurting on cash, if you are hurting on cash, and you are tired of looking for asking for help from friends and family, knowing that you're going to get turned down, knowing they're going to say they don't have it or ask somebody else. That's why you should download the Poco app today, because this is how much money you could be making today. This is how much money you could be claiming today if you have a poker app. Could be in your bank account today. If you have a poker app and answer a few surveys and play games, this could be you today. All you have to do is, like I said, download the games. Download the poker app, and from the poker app, download the games that have provide for you. And the one that have provide for me, one of them is Corn Master. Now, some games will have rules that require you to beat certain levels, and then that would give you a reward. It gave you points and reward. This one, the one that I have called the poker app, that allows me to download the game called Corn Master, and on the rules it says that I have to first I had to beat certain levels within I had to beat a few levels within 30 days. And within 30 days I will be rewarded with a few points. First it starts off with you gotta beat um you gotta beat the first one within you gotta beat the first one, and then you get 3,000 points. Which already, ladies and gentlemen, it's already enough for you to cash out, because on the poker, you know how when these so-called money making video game apps, that claims that they are going to. The only way you could get the money is by cashing out at a certain amount of money. But normally it's been like they have like stupid high, like you have to. You can only cash out at $500 or $1,000 or something like that. This one you can only cash out after 3,000 points, aka $3. After $3, you are able to cash out anytime you want. I have done numerous times, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you know that it is legit. I even so far I have made over $100, ladies and gentlemen. $100 from that poker app. Come on. So look, say all time. We'll say the word all time. With this right there, right there. It says I made 182,000. That equals to $182, guys. That means I almost made so far. I almost made close to $200 from this app. So you got my name on there, DB, my points, card balance, available to cash out equals to $40. Gift, I could send it to gift cards or PayPal. So you gotta look, $4, 400. I mean $40.03. And you too. Well, my bad. And you too will never have to borrow money ever again. Cause all you gotta do, cause all you gotta do is be like this. Damn. Um, how I'm going to pay for this? Um, I'm going to pay for this Grubhub order, and I only got the money for it. Damn. I guess I'm asked out. Oh wait, I know what to do. Do. This could take me a few minutes. Hold on, guys. Do. The next thing you know, boom. Now you got the money to buy something off Grubhub because you went on the poker app. They're saying, guys, ladies and gentlemen, they're saying, hurt no cash, don't hurt but to download the app, Poco. Cause especially doing, especially in this economy, I definitely know you gotta be hurting the money, especially during this economy, when everything is high, when people are barely, people are barely making it, people are barely able to make ends meet because they spend all their money on bills, so they could barely have any money to buy food because they spend all their money on like the bills, all their money on their car note, the gas, and if you got children, you got to take care of them and also feed yourself and the family. So and not to mention the food cost is getting high as well. Don't forget about that, ladies and gentlemen. So having that Poco app will come definitely in handy in a time like this. So when all you need is a few dollars, and instead of asking people for money, all you gotta do is download the Poco app, ladies and gentlemen. Mm-hmm. Oh my god! And of course, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to further proof that it is no longer safe to be outside because number one, you had to be it had to you had to be mindful of your surroundings because it doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter if you're sitting at a park bench. It doesn't matter if you are a. It doesn't matter if you are sitting at a park. It doesn't matter if you're at a bus stop. It doesn't matter if you are at a subway station. It doesn't matter if you are at a school. It doesn't matter if you are at a church. It doesn't matter if you are at a court. It doesn't matter if you are a church. It doesn't matter if you are at a event. It doesn't even matter if you are at a concert. You still have to worry about your surroundings due to gun violence be taking over the entire United States. Because every time you turn around, every time you turn on the news, guess what the first thing they mention? That's right. Somebody either got shot, somebody either got stabbed, or somebody either got kidnapped, or somebody either got robbed in broad daylight, and it's happening back to back to back to back to back.
And then escalates to gunfire. Well, that's exactly what happened here Saturday night, where that left that 16-year-old dead, and then also a 17-year-old in
Look at
critical.
this, yo. This happened on Saturday night. This happened on Saturday, just 2 weeks ago. So that happened 2 weeks ago. Teen unalive and shooting in Delaware Carnival.
Castle County over the weekend. A 16-year-old is dead, and a 17-year-old is in serious condition after a shooting Saturday at the Concord Mall Carnival in Wilmington.
On
Marcus,
a
what else do you
carnival,
have?
guys.
Hey, Mike, yeah, this all started from a fight, as it so often does, and then escalates to gunfire. Well, that's exactly what happened here Saturday night, where that left that 16-year-old dead, and then also a 17-year-old in critical condition. This happened just before 11 o'clock on Saturday night, as you mentioned, Concord Mall here in Wilmington, and it was after close time, according to Lee, the carnival organizers here, but they did release a statement in part saying that we were saddened to learn of the unfortunate incident in the parking lot outside of the Lead Fest Carnival at the Concord Mall after the conclusion of the event Saturday night. Thoughts and prayers are with those impacted. Now, state police said this all started from a fight between several people at the entrance of the carnival being held in the mall's parking lot. Saturday night. Thoughts and prayers are with those impacted. Now, state police said this all started from a fight between several people at the entrance of the carnival being held in the mall's parking lot. The suspect took off after firing those shots.
It's not good. I mean, the community's bad. The wrong things are going on right now. It's too close for families. I mean, in the wrong place. Nothing like that should happen in that kind of area. It's just crazy how things are going. These children are doing this, you know what I mean? I think they have the wrong image as far as we're glorifying killings and things. Is that okay? I have older children, yes, I do talk to them. I mean, the only way to avoid the situation is not to let the situation happen. I mean, I would say to anyone, you know, nothing's worth that.
You know, there's more teenage victims in this violence here, but you're taking a look at video of a different festival carnival that was shut down in Chester County. This after police announced on Sunday that they have revoked the permit for the Good Time Amusements Carnival in the parking lot of the Exton Square Mall after, quote, unruly crowd of juveniles forced police to shut down the carnival, Saturday night. And that video there is tough to watch as they seem to jump somebody and assault them several times. Now, in regards to this story where we're at here, police have not released any sort of description or identity on the suspect here involved in the shooting. But of course, if you were in the area or you happen to know the group of folks that were out here, to contact police as soon as possible.
Yep. Trouble there at carnivals.
See what I mean? At the carnival, y'all. This is getting out of control. Even that person said that you would never expect that to happen at that area. That's how crazy crime has gotten. The fact that it's even starting in places that you at least expected. Because ladies and gentlemen, crimes normally it's been known to be happening in the hood when it comes to gun violence. But lately, ladies and gentlemen, it been happening damn near everywhere. Like I said, churches, schools, malls, parks, benches, carnivals, subway stations. All these random places that you wouldn't even expect this stuff to happen, but it is. All thanks to the leadership of your President of the United States, Joe Biden. Because ever since he started to glorify lawlessness, along with his buddy Obama, this is exactly why I didn't voted for Joe Biden. It's because he said it at the beginning, before he even got elected, that he was planning on carry on the same plans as Barack Obama. And what happened the entire time when Barack Obama was elected as president? The first thing he was worried about was same-sex marriage. Just like with Joe Biden, the first thing he worried about is the sex change with children. And what happened with Barack Obama was president, he justifying lawlessness. Y'all remember y'all remember when Al Sharpton, he was pretty much marching, talking about what do we want? Dead cops. What do we want right now? Because Barack Obama says they're sick and tired of injustice. Meanwhile, who was president of the United States when all that was going on? Talk about he's sick and tired of injustice. Who was the freaking president of the United States during that time? Barack Obama. He could have stopped this. He could have stopped this anytime he wants. He was the freaking president. Therefore, he has more power than anybody. But he's the one that justifying lawlessness. Is the reason why there was so much so much shooting happened when Barack Obama was president. Because he could have easily stopped that. Even people in Chicago view him as the worst president of all time. Because as soon as he became president, even his own town of Chicago has gotten even worse than before. Because Chicago was never like this before. Until people like him got in office. Now Joe Biden is in there. Look how Chicago is. Look. Chicago called Barack Obama the worst president of all time.
Call Brock.
John King, USA, CNN, weeknights at 7 Eastern.
You're a Republican in a crowded 10-candidate Republican primary, so going after President Obama is not a surprise. But the worst president ever, he's been in office less than 2 years. Not Nixon, not Harding, not anybody else. Why Barack Obama?
Well, John, this is a claim that I've thought about long and hard, and it was something that I wasn't happy about. But President Obama, through his ideology and his policies, has fundamentally changed our country for the worse. And I think that he's taken a country which was admittedly in bad shape, but he has made it worse, and his policies are actually going to affect future generations in a negative way. And the future that he has created for my generation and other generations is pretty terrifying. It seems like right now he's starting to destroy the American dream.
You're getting a lot of attention
the American dream.
Some of it's not necessarily polite, but are you benefiting from it?
Well, John, having the last name of Quayle, we're used to being made fun of and have some parody and having things that aren't true being said about you. So, it stings, but, that's the way that politics goes nowadays.
And as you know, many of your rivals there and many people who've covered politics for a long time like myself say, well, why would he do this? And some people think you're trying to change the subject because you were in a bit of a dust-up of the first saying, no, that wasn't me, and then acknowledging that you had submitted some postings to a pretty racy website, dirtyscottsdale.com. A, why did you say no when it was you? And B, why did you do it?
John, I've been consistent with my story from the beginning. The website that is currently smearing me is a despicable website, and I have had no affiliation with that website. This is a smear campaign that's being pushed by one of my opponents. And, it's the type of gutter politics that we really are trying to get away from, and the people here
It's not about changing the world. It's about digging dirt off each other.
Since this commercial, it's in 36 hours, we've had over 300,000 YouTube hits. This is the thing that people are looking at, the issues that President Obama is trying to take our country towards a social welfare state, and that we need to get people into office who are actually going to combat that. That's what people want to focus on.
Well, I won't dispute that, except I do want to be very clear. DirtyScottsdale.com. This is a quote from you. I just posted comments to drop.
See, just like this is Donald Trump calling Barack Obama the worst president of all time.
Talked about you, saying, I continue to believe Mr. Trump will not be president. And the reason is I have a lot of faith in the American people. And I think they recognize that being president is a serious job. It's not hosting a talk show or a reality show. It's not promotion. It's not marketing. It's hard. The sitting president, Mr. Trump, thinks your candidacy is an aberration or a joke.
I don't think he does at all. I tell you what, if I would have run 4 years ago, he wouldn't be president right now. I don't think he thinks it at all. You know, it's very interesting. It's very interesting with President Obama. Going to go down to one of the worst presidents in the history of this country. He has been a disaster on the military. You look at we can't beat ISIS. He's been a disaster on health care because Obama's got to be repealed and replaced. And I'm just talking about, not even from my standpoint, rates are going up, your premiums are going up, 25, 35, 45, 55%. People are getting killed.
So you're going to
repeal and replace.
What do you replace it with?
Health care, savings plans, one way. We have to get rid of the lines between states. I do tremendous health care. I have so many employees. I have thousands of employees. I've employed tens of thousands of people. I built an unbelievable business. And one thing that has come out when I filed the documents with the FEC in terms of my business, I built an unbelievable business. So I have tremendous numbers of people. Joe, we have to get rid of the lines. We have artificial lines.
So you're talking about letting people shop from one state to another.
We have to.
Sure. So let me ask you this, though. There is a guarantee now that all Americans get health care. This has been, well, in New Hampshire, it was supposed to be a big problem for you. Are you going to guarantee all Americans health care?
Joe, Americans are getting health care right now.
No, but I'm asking, this is what I'm asking you. Just like you've guaranteed what you've guaranteed on the Second Amendment. This has been a fight within the Republican Party and what it means to be conservative.
Sure.
But you have constantly said, even in New Hampshire, the live free or die state, that every American should get health care.
Let me tell you, that's not what I said. That's not what I said. Here's what I said. We're going to have great plans. They're going to be much less expensive and they're going to be much better because the Obama plan is unaffordable and it's a disaster. And by the way, in 17, it's going to die because unless the Republicans continue to fund money like it's not affordable by the country, not affordable by people. But what I say is this. We're going to have great plans. But there will be a group of people that is not doing well, that has no money. We cannot let them die in the streets.
Right.
And we'll work out either through Medicare, which will save, or something. We will work out a plan where instead of having people dying in the streets, and I say to the Republicans all the time, and by the way, I get standing ovations from Republicans, from Republican groups. I got one yesterday. I said, we can't let people die in the streets. We got to work out a deal with a hospital or with somebody in that community where if somebody is sick and really sick and they don't have housing and they don't have we can't let them die.
So all Americans will get health care of some sort.
We're going to take care of them. We have to take care.
Hey, YouTube.
Did anybody ever start to think? Has anybody ever stopped to think that there's a reason why people are saying they are better off 4 years ago with Trump, and nobody is saying that about Obama. Notice that when it comes to our current president, Joe Biden, people are saying that they was better off when Trump was president than with Biden. Notice that nobody has once brought up Barack Obama. It's Barack Obama was so better than Biden and Trump. Notice that nobody says that about Barack Obama. Notice that nobody said that, oh, we was better off when Barack Obama was president. Nobody is saying that right now. Not one person today is saying that they was better off when Barack Obama was president. So far, every single people has been saying that they was better off when Trump was president 4 years ago. That just says that a lot about Barack Obama. Because, like I said, that's exactly why I didn't want to vote for Biden in the first place, because he was going to continue the plans that Barack Obama had set when he was president of the United States. And we all saw the direction that he was heading when Barack Obama was president. It had all, and when he was president of the United States, what constantly kept happening over and over and over again? Either mass shootings keep happening, or they didn't happen with George Floyd. Remember George Floyd incident that happened under Barack Obama? Y'all remember the fact that y'all remember Black Lives Matter? That took place under Barack Obama? Was it Barack Obama a part of? Was Barack Obama was president when the Black Lives Matter movement happened? And last time I checked, he the one that warned people about the a coming pandemic. He the one that was warning people about it, and he also mentioned he mentioned the bird flu and stuff like that, and mentioned that there was up and coming pandemic that was coming up that we need to prepare for, and then that's when COVID happened. Then that's when people bring up the Barack Obama video that he was warning people about it, only to find out that it is man-made by Dr. Fauci. Notice that Dr. Fauci has gotten locked up, knowing that he has been a reason the pandemic was created. It's because of Dr. Fauci. But yet, if any one of us, me or you, have committed a crime, it doesn't matter any type of crime, we could, let's say, take this, let's say we try to steal this off the store. Guess what's going to happen to one of us? Boop, boop, boop. We going to jail over an axe spray, y'all. That's what's going to happen. We're going to jail over an axe spray. Get your hands behind your back. Get your hands behind your back. You're going to jail for attempted robbery. But really, you're going to jail over a freaking axe spray. How's that making any sense? It's like what's it called says Chris Rock that says that when he did a stand up, it was like, you guys steal the whole epic country, but yet you guys steal the whole epic country, but yeah, I get sent to jail over stealing of a candy bar. And meanwhile, you guys stole the whole effing country. You guys stole the whole effing country, aka the United States of America. But yet, I get sent to jail over the stealing of a candy bar. You see how much sense that make? They get to steal the whole country, but you get to spend a night or two in jail because you stole a candy bar. Yeah, you need to go to jail and think about what you done. And mind you, these are the same people that always like to quote, "Life ain't fair." Life ain't fair. Coming from the people who made the laws. These are coming. How funny is it, ladies and gentlemen? How laughable is it that the same people that says that life ain't fair are the same people who have made laws not for life to be fair. How funny is that? The same people that create laws are telling you that life isn't fair. The same people who have made these laws to go against our rights and our freedoms. So therefore, we won't have any rights and freedoms due to the fact that we have so many laws that I have to go by. Either we have to go by these laws, or guess what's going to happen? We get sent to jail for breaking these laws. That's why the jail is set in place. So in case we break these laws, guess where we going? Boop, boop, boop. We're going straight to prison. Don't pass go. Do not collect $200. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. So look at those two. Look at those two. Don't they look like don't they look like a great couple? Don't they look like a it couple? We're going to change the America forever. And it's not a damn thing you can do about it. Because we're gonna make sure you have no rights, so therefore you can't do anything about it. And that's the beauty of it. That is that you want to do something about it because you have no rights, you have no freedom, you have no freedom of speech, you have no rights, you have no freedom of speech, you have no rights for no freedom of expression. All your rights is gone thanks to me and my boy Joe over here. And pretty soon we are going to turn this whole country into a police state after crime has been taken over, and we're going to hit that button, aka declare martial law, so we can finally turn the whole country into a police state. All part of the plan. Ha 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 ha. Thank you for joining me on this live stream, Lucy. You're the real MVP. And hope you all doing well physically, mentally, and much on this day, except my kids and queen last night. And
The most powerful thing I think I've
thank you
ever
for
seen in
joining me
my
on
life.
this
www.
thank you for joining me on this live stream. And because she wasn't around for the 420 hit, I'm about to take one with you right now. Cheers, gang. Before we do that, I'm going to take a water break. Cheers, gang. Stay hydrated. Alright, I'm ready. Cheers, gang. Lucy! Mm. 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 Check this out. Thanks for telling me that the mic is off.
Whatever happened to common sense?
This is the reason why YouTube kick them off.
Put handcuffs on Al Sharpton right now.
E.T. Williams
Let's not
for
forget
saying
that bastard was
the
leading
truth
the
about
protest,
Barack Obama.
saying, what do we want? Dead cops. What do we want right now?
It's about Al Sharpton.
Here you got a so-called leader leading a protest of hooligans literally chanting they wanted dead cops.
Mm-hmm.
You got Barack Obama going on apologizing, saying that people are sick of injustice. You got Eric Holder from the DOJ.
For the DOJ. Eric Holder.
These hooligans, and everybody is acting as if they're shocked because one of these lunatics decided to carry out what they had been promising you they were going to do. I'm just shocked that nobody is being arrested, but I forgot. Hell is empty right now. If you want a prelude of how hell is going to look, lawlessness going on. That's right. Lawlessness going on, and your so-called leaders justifying lawlessness.
Yep, lawlessness, guys. Lawlessness.
He wants as
it's
much
like his best friend, Joe Biden.
The devil don't want anybody getting along, and so does Al Sharpton and Barack Obama and Eric Holder and de Blasio. All of these lawless so-called leaders, all of these heathens and these demons, been out there telling you that these freedom fighters, these protesters down in Ferguson and New York and California, they just want justice. Didn't hear any condemnation out of Al Sharpton and Barack Obama. I heard a statement from Barack Obama now. He says he unconditionally condemns this. Is that all you got, sissy? Because every time somebody comes out, if you had a son, he'll look like Trayvon Martin. People are thinking it's an injustice. He and Michelle acting like they had all this racism against them. He's the effing president still pretending like all these people are discriminating against he and all of these blacks, most of them breaking the law. That's the problem you got with our society. Most of them want to break the law and don't want to be told not to break the law.
See?
And I swear.
It's just exactly what's going on with Joe Biden, because guess who was his president? Guess who he was? He's vice president of the United States when Barack Obama was president. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It was Joe Biden, and he said out of his own mouth that he was going to continue the plan that Barack Obama had set when he was president of the United States. And y'all wonder why we are dealing with the same thing that we are dealing with when Barack Obama was a president of the United States, which is what? Injustice. This is exactly why we are dealing with. This is also exactly why we are dealing with the same thing we are dealing with when Barack Obama was president, which is what? Gun violence taking over the city. This is exactly why we are dealing with today when Barack Obama was president, which is what? Home invasion. This is we are watching the fact that we have a president, Joe Biden, who is following in the footsteps of Barack Obama, which is creative injustice by having crimes take over the city. Therefore, people is out here marching over injustice. This is exactly what happened on when Barack Obama was president of the United States. The entire time when Barack Obama was president of the United States, we have nothing but crimes being taken over in the cities, and particularly in Chicago. It's exactly why people from Chicago call Barack Obama himself worst president of all time. Because there's spent not only for Barack Obama to look after the people of color, but they was also expecting him to look after his own hometown in Chicago. Because a lot of people forgot that Barack Obama is from Chicago. So you would think that the first thing he would do is fix up his own hometown to make sure that his own hometown is nice and safe. But instead, it did a complete opposite, and crime has been completely taken over Chicago to the point where you start seeing knife fights break out of nowhere in the middle of the daytime. Knife fights in Chicago? What? Check this out.
Residents and city leaders are concerned that crime is trending in the wrong direction. Condo and apartment buildings are the targets for criminals now. Tia Ewing has more on what you need to look out for. Tia.
Well, Dawn, someone may be watching right now thinking I can run downstairs, grab the mail. It'll only take 2 minutes. I'll leave my door unlocked. Under no circumstances should you do that, and especially when I tell you these statistics. Just last week, citywide aggravated battery was up, burglaries, and also robberies, and it's having an impact.
See, all that stuff is up, y'all. All that stuff is up.
A knife
From
fight
burglary,
in broad
robbery.
daylight. Chicago police tell us two groups got into
Look at
it
this.
in the 600 block of North Michigan Avenue Sunday. One of the men in this video lives here at the migrant shelter at Inn of Chicago.
That was reported by one of our local residents.
There's a knife fight just broke out of nowhere in
The
Chicago.
migrant shelter at the Inn of Chicago. This individual recognized one of the assailants as a migrant who lives at the Inn of Chicago. So police are investigating that angle right now.
Alderman Brian Hopkins of the 2nd Ward says crime in Streeterville hasn't slowed down, specifically in the areas of Ohio and St. Clair.
We're seeing an increase in drug dealing, prostitution, loitering, the associated nuisance activity that goes along with loitering. There's a lot of litter and graffiti that happens, and occasionally a fight, like the knife fight that we just witnessed in Streeterville.
Residents of Streeterville apartments and condos have been warned not to hold the door for other people because criminals are weaseling their way in, targeting residents, taking valuables from inside their homes.
The First District's doing pretty well when it comes to crime, but we can always improve.
Just days ago, the 1st District Commander David Harris held a conversation with residents talking about crime in downtown.
Look at this.
While crime is down 5% overall, burglaries are up 31%.
Some residents have the false sense of security that since they have a doorman, they don't have to lock their door. Well, that's one thing that we need to always lock our door.
Some good advice there, and I do want to point out the fact that the Chicago Police Department did create a robbery task force last week. It's made up of patrol officers and also detectives. They will be working overnight when many of these crimes happen, and the hope here is to put a dent in those numbers. Live tonight, Tia Ewing, Fox 32 Chicago.
I got solution. Instead of you just having a regular doorman being there, how about having an armed security be there? How about that? How's that for a solution? Instead of having a doorman be there, how about having armed security be there and have him be the doorman? So they know not to go in there legally, because the first thing they go do is see that and there's a security there that's armed. They're not gonna see as they're not gonna see a doorman. They're gonna see an armed security. How about that? But you know, they don't want that solution. They want crimes to keep going on.
Now to a stabbing during a busy shopping day at a department store in Chicago's Loop. A crime that confused the people standing just yards away from this unfolding scene. CBS 2's Sarah Maki finding it's the second stabbing in the Loop in less than a week.
Stabbing.
Yeah, Chris, this happened at the Ross Dress for Less on Randolph right around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, all in plain sight of some shoppers. Some of whom told us they're still confused about what happened. This Loop clothing store is closed earlier than expected Saturday, leaving questions for customers who stopped by, but even more confused are those who witnessed the attack here just hours earlier.
It was really fast, you know?
Mario Cadena says he saw two young men talking with someone who appeared to be a store employee before the older man was stabbed, and at least one person ran off. Police say the victim is 26, stabbed in the stomach and back, hospitalized in fair condition after the altercation with someone who seemed to be a stranger to him.
At that moment, I thought that it was just two kids fighting for some clothes or something like that. And that's it.
Sunday last week, a 15-year-old was stabbed near Dearborn and Lake. Police saying at the time the boy was walking along the street when he was approached by four men. Two of them took out knives and stabbed the teen in the neck in what appeared to be a robbery. A witness telling CBS 2 News that a Good Samaritan jumped into action, using a ripped T-shirt to put pressure on the stab wound until first responders arrived, likely saving his life. At least one knife was found at that scene. Though police initially detained one person at the Ross incident, that person told us it was a misunderstanding as he was let go. The stabbing suspect still at large. That victim was taken to Northwestern in fair condition. No one in custody right now as Area 3 detectives investigate. In the newsroom, Sarah Maki, CBS 2 News.
Sarah, thanks very much for that.
It's crazy. So if you ever think about going to Chicago just to go on vacation, really? You really want to go to Chicago just to go on vacation in Chicago of all places? Now, Mind you, that took place 2 weeks ago. No, matter of fact, that took place 12 days ago. The the knife fight that took place randomly. So the last place you want to go for a vacation spot is Chicago. That's crazy, man. You hear that? Everything has been going up. Crimes. All because of, guess what? Unemployment has also gone up. That means that people are desperate for money. People are desperate for people will do desperate things. And like I said, even Cardi B has said that because of them cutting corners when it comes to budget cuts, them doing all this firing, them having less police on the streets, what means that it's going to be more crimes happening. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to charge this. I'm going to charge up my tablet. Oh yeah, since we're on the subject of let's switch subjects, ladies and gentlemen. Since we always talk about gun violence and stuff like that, I know because this is exactly what's been going on a daily basis. Exactly that, gun violence, knife fights. So we can't help but to talk about it because that's all we see on the news. Exactly that. Every time we turn around, there's some new knife stabbing spree that's happening that's being reported on the news, or somebody just got stabbed that's being reported on the news. So we know we got to report it as they do as well. Excuse me. But we hate to talk about the return of you hit the blinker? Yes, I did, but I hit it right now, just for you, just for joining, and you are the real MVP. Thank you for joining this live stream. Hope you're doing well physically, mentally, and emotionally this day. And cheers, blinkers. Blinkers. Woo. Woo. Oh my God. That's why you should always stay hydrated. Cheers, gang. I appreciate it. I gotta get to work. I'ma tune in to the stream though. You earned me the stuff. We appreciate that, Shane. And I hope you have a great day at work. You enjoy your day. And thank you for the sub. You are the real MVP. We appreciate that. And you enjoy your work, my friend. And on the unforgettable Double or Nothing pay-per-view, it was that took place in Las Vegas, Nevada. Yeah, you beat EC2. And the participation of the return of MJF has I'm still mind blown. I'm still mind blown over the reception that he took just by him returning to AEW. Because mind you, he hasn't been in AEW for like months and months and months. So when he returned and the way he did and how the crowd reacted, I was like, you would think that Stone Cold Steve Austin had debuted at AEW Double or Nothing is how people was going off at the arena. That's how you would think when you hear people get out of their seats over MJF. You would thought that was Stone Cold Steve Austin that just came out. I heard da-da-da. I was like, damn, yo. Hey, hold on. I gotta replay this. But I don't want to get copyrighted by YouTube, so I'm gonna have to turn this audio off so I can only listen to it. I'm going to replay it on my tablet so I can give you guys word for word as to what was said by MJF. Because if you guys know me by now, I'd like to give you guys exactly what was said, promo after promo, word after word. So let me put these earphones on, put on the clip of an unforgettable Double or Nothing pay-per-view that took place in Las Vegas. So I could, there we go. All right. So there we go. We got Double or Nothing on, playing on my tablet, so I can give you guys a play-by-play, blow-by-blow, word by word, promo after promo, and try to do it exactly how MJF would have said it, without actually show you guys a video and get copyrighted by All Elite Wrestling, because you know how they are with copyright. So instead of me showing you guys a video of me reacting, so what happened is that first that came out is Adam Cole, baby. There's Adam Cole. A lot of people don't remember him, but he used to be part of NXT, known as the Undisputed. Him with Roderick Strong and Kyle O'Reilly, and then you got and then you got Adam Cole, baby. As known as Undisputed. They have all the championships in NXT, but then they end up leaving WWE because I think they only look at the main roster, only look at him as a manager. So that's why he went over to over to AEW. That's why the whole group left. Left eventually, and ended up going to AEW. But then, little do we know, what was he doing with who was it? Who was it? Oh yeah, who was he being who was he doing with Keith Lee? Y'all remember him with Keith Lee? There's something about him being Keith Lee's manager. Something that's something that is the reason why he left WWE for AEW, because they look at him as the manager on the main roster, and he didn't want to be in that role, so that's why he left WWE NXT to join AEW, and then he ended up doing exactly that with Keith Lee. Oh my God, man! These people are so contradiction, man. These wrestlers, they're contradiction. They be like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. Go to another organization and do exactly what they say they was going to, doing what they said they wasn't going to do in one organization, and they're doing it on another organization. As they always said, on another organization that they wasn't going to do it. But guess that they were to compromise from that promotion in, I guess. So Adam Cole comes out with interest like that. So then okay. Alright, so let me react what he just says. So what he says is, who's ready for story time from Adam Cole, baby? As you can see. Alright, well, Gary goes Las Vegas, Nevada. You all suck, says Adam Cole. You wanna know why you suck? I should even be out here. I should be back there drinking all my straw already yet. Maybe I should leave the building and go hang out with the other Spirit Kingdom. To be told, I should even be in this freaking city. I should be home rehabbing my ankle, coming back to it where I do best, and that's professional wrestling. That's Adam Cole. You see? Then he goes on to say, none of you have any idea and how about what I go through this past year. Hey, what's up, Sig? Thank you for joining me on this live stream. You are the real MVP. Thank you for hope you are slept like king, like Snake, and doing well quickly, mentally, and emotionally on this day. And that's for you joining me on this live stream. This blanket goes out for you. So hope you are ready to whatever it is that you got. But thank you for joining us on this live stream. This blanket goes out for you. Cheers, gang. Happy Sunday. Cheers, my friend. Adam Cole, baby. Just came back from fishing. We only caught only one fish, but other than that, we saw a DJ play some tunes, and we did. That's what's up. I'm glad that you have a great time fishing, and I'm glad we also have. I'm glad that you have a safe fishing trip. Nothing bad happened over there, and also that you get to see a DJ play. But funny that you say that, because the same thing happened to me yesterday, minus the fishing part. But only difference is that instead of them having a DJ there, they have a live performance there. They have the live band and everything. They have a singer and the background singer and the dancers. They have the dancers there. They have somebody play the instruments, everything. They have pretty much a whole live band performing in front of in the middle of the streets with cops there and security. It was crazy. It was crazy. That's what happened to me yesterday around around my area. It's a whole live band just break loose out of nowhere. But yeah, so the Adam Cole says. So Adam Cole went to say, none of you have any idea that how that I've been through this past 2 years, and I still get disrespected. Because no one is went to the minute or not that I am one of the greatest professional wrestlers of this generation. Just Adam Cole. Then goes on to say, as he picks up a mask. Remember on the mask that was worn by the mask he wore before? The devil mask? We do have a little devil inside of all of us. And I put up one promise that when under 100%, you will, then the devil can get the devil and still, and meanwhile the crowd is chanting wow. But meanwhile the crowd is chanting rapidly. But how Adam Cole, I could barely hear him because the crowd is hearing that damn loud. And then out of nowhere, that's when the lights went out. As you can see, the lights went completely out. And I was like, who turned off the lights? Then the lights went back on. And then he was looking around, was like, what's going on? And then we start seeing this. And then the video started playing of some type of hallway. You can see. So it shows somebody walking through a hallway in a room. And then it goes through a door, and it saw a mannequin. Which is what he saw. He saw a mannequin, and inside of an empty room. But peep this, guys. Look what's on the wall. Look what's on the wall. You peep what's on the wall? It's an AEW poster. What was that? And then also look at this. Who the picture is that? MJF. So so then he just stood there and then pick up a baseball card which has Adam Cole baby picture on it, if you can see. On the baseball card packaging. You can see put some Adam Cole baby. Adam Cole baby. And then it also have a picture of MJF. A torn picture of Adam Cole and MJF. And then the lights went out. And then Adam Cole looks around, if you can see. Then he looks around. He begins to still look around. And then that's when MJF's music hits. And then the whole place erupted, guys. So it's like da-na-na. Da-na-na, 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 da-na-na. Da-na-na, 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 da-na-na. That's all you hear the entire time. That's all you hear the entire time doing the his MJF music. Da-da-da. Da-na-na, 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 da-na-na. Da-na-na, da-na-na. They're so excited that MJF is back. It's like you would thought that it was Stone Cold. Stone Cold is here. Stone Cold. Stone Cold. Stone Cold. Stone Cold is here. Stone Cold is here. I can't believe. And look at it. It's MJF. And ladies and gentlemen, when I saw him, with that outfit on, I was like, I saw him with that jacket, with a leather jacket on, and the vest. I was like, who that remind me of? Who wearing that? I was wondering, that looks awfully familiar. Who that remind me of, ladies and gentlemen? Look. Who that set me remind you of, look, guys? Look. Da-na-na. Yep. He was Triple H. She did Triple H comeback. Look. He literally did a Triple H comeback. This is wow. You can't say because I always heard that the AEW always bashing WWE and how every time you turn around they are bashing WWE. They are throwing WWE out the bus, especially when it comes to when Tony Khan made that reference saying that WWE is like the Harvey Weinstein of professional wrestling. He said it was said that by Tony Khan. So when I saw MJF dressed as the Game, Triple H, that's why I was surprised that he was able to give Triple H homage, knowing that what company Triple H was representing. The same company that Tony Khan wants out of business. That's why I was surprised that homage took place in AEW. There we go. Lights just back on. Wow. Bow down to the Oh wow. Am I the only one on here at the time? But actually no, it's too much people on here. But no, you're not the only one. So he comes out here and look, you can tell the look on his face. And like I said, guys, the crowd was so erupted, I could barely hear. And then you hear the crowd start to chant. I mean, my God, you would thought, like I said, you would thought that it was Steve Austin that came out and made his AEW debut. The crowd was so eruptive. Look at this. Right now, I got the vape pen. It's a little bit left, known as wedding cake. I got the wedding cake. I've got the the wedding cake. Delta 8. From thanks to Fern Family Farms. Thanks for joining me on this live stream. We are the real MVP. Don't forget to hit the live stream. Don't forget to hit the like button on the live stream, and don't forget to subscribe for more future live streams like this. It's where I do either random stuff or talk about what we're here to talk about, as you see in the title. And normally, and also, ladies and gentlemen, around 4:20, that's where we get baked at the same damn time. Between 4:20 p.m. Eastern Time, 1:20 West Coast. That's 4:20 Eastern Time, 1 West Coast. And between 4:20 and 4 p.m. Eastern Time, we talk about random stuff. All we're here to talk about, as you see in the title, which is about what we all talk about right now. It is and also since we're on the subject, since we're here live, we also review WWE Raw and SmackDown every Monday and Friday. It is 5:53 over here, East Coast. 5:53 p.m. East Coast. But yeah, on Tuesday and Saturday, I review Raw and SmackDown. And every once in a while, I would do a live review of a strength review. The last one I did was on Wedding Cake. So if you want to check that out after the live stream, I really, really appreciate that. And for that, you are the real MVP. Now, matter of fact, since we got the tablet on us right now, I could show you. What type of videos I've been making. Boom. I just posted the Cardi B talk about a show about being assaulted inappropriately on Instagram Live. The cartoon edition, I just posted that. Make sure you go check it out. I just did a live SmackDown review. That's 23 hours ago. Make sure you go check it out. And also, we got lit on for the last other month of Friday of May. We also talk about Mercedes winning the TBS championship, aka known as Sasha Banks. She has won. She also in AEW becoming the TBS champion, as known as Mercedes Moné. Yeah. Do you remember Generation X? Or yeah, I remember Generation X. I remember them. Because that was that not that long ago, the Generation X was on television or WWE. And not to mention, this week, ladies and gentlemen, Sexy Red has debuted in NXT. That's what I was like, what? Am I really watching this right now? Am I really watching Sexy Red on an WWE television? So I was like, what? I did an NXT review also about that as well. So if you want to check it out, I really appreciate that. And I talk about that happened on. That happened on NXT, by the way. Sexy Red debut on NXT. She's going to do a guest appearance where she is at an NXT pay-per-view that's going to be taking place at Las Vegas. And they're going to have Sexy Red there. Thanks to Shawn Michaels. So that pay-per-view is going to be taking place. It's called Battleground. NXT having a pay-per-view called Battleground that's going to be taking place at Las Vegas, and they're going to have the special host be none other than Sexy Red. I was like, and Sexy Red was twerking. And they showed a shot of kids watching. And they showed a shot of kids watching. There was like a few kids that had the cameras just like had the cameras right there looking right at those two kids, and Sexy Red was like right there, and just like one and two kids was like watching. I was like, are you sure you want Sexy Red on your television? I thought y'all was PG. Sexy Red is nowhere near PG. No. Rap anything PG related. Last time I checked about Sexy Red. That's why I was like mad confused about them having Sexy Red on NXT. And NXT is supposed to be a PG, aka family friendly environment. But yet they have Sexy Red on there. It would be just like it would be just like an episode of Sesame Street. It would be It would be just like an episode of Sesame Street, and then they have as a special guest on there on Sesame Street who is it a Playboy model. It would be like a Playboy model making her debut on Sesame Street. That's how it is with Sesame Red being on NST in the PT era, knowing that there's kids in the audience. It'll be just. Can y'all imagine? I know, right? Man, crazy, right? That don't even look like they go together. Sesame Red and the kids in the audience. Wow, and you're trying to be PG, and you want to be kid friendly, and you want to be family friendly, and you have Sesame out there and she twerking, and knowing what how music is all about. Still blows my mind today, ladies and gentlemen. I was like, so what that means that the PG era is officially over because you have Sexy Red. And then on top of that, we already was dealing with The Rock swearing up and down every time he cuts a promo. He either says the F word or the SH word or the B word. They already was going in on The Rock for not going in for not sticking with the PG guidelines. They was already was going in on The Rock for not compelling with the PG guidelines. Now you got Sexy Red on there, and you clearly got an audience for children there, so it's crazy. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we and don't forget, we got a crossover between WWE and speaking of NXT, we got a crossover going on right now between NXT and TNA. Because I don't know if you guys I don't know if you guys have watched AEW, but they did a partnership with Impact Wrestling not that long ago, and I guess they it came to the point where Kenny Omega, oh yeah, that's right, stay hydrated. That's what reminded me, sick. Stay hydrated, my friends. Oh yeah. Stay hydrated, my friends. Thanks for that. Thanks for that friendly. Thanks for the friendly reminder for that. Sick, you are the real MVP. But now that they used to have a crossover between AEW and Impact Wrestling. That's when they started the whole Forbidden Door, because they have relationships with New Japan, and they also have ROH, and they also have Impact Wrestling as a working relationship. That's why you will see people like Kenny Omega holding like 1,001 championships all at once, because he will also be the AEW champion, heavyweight champion, but then he will also be the Impact Wrestling champion, and also he would be the tag team champions with the with one of the Young Bucks, the triple tag team champions with the Young Bucks. Then he was the NWA champion. Then he was the AAA champion. he had all the championships from all over the wrestling organization, including Impact Wrestling. Then it became to the point where that they call him Mr. Championship or something like that. I think they call him Mr. Belt Collector because that's how much championship he was holding all at once, known as Kenny Omega, where he was in AEW and he was wrestling in New Japan Pro Wrestling, and he was wrestling ROH, and he was wrestling and wrestling all over the place. He was held every championship, including AEW championship, all at once. But oh yeah, so back to the AEW surprise featuring MJF return. You can see MJF was walking in the ring, and stepped foot in the ring, and Adam Cole going, "What are you doing here?" Meanwhile, the fans are chanting. Meanwhile, the chants are chanting, "Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit!" What's that? What you? And then that's when MJF had went over to hug Adam Cole, as you can see. Then, oh! He kicked him right in the nuts. As you can see, oh, that gotta hurt. Oh. Look at his face. Look at Adam Cole's face. Oh, my nuts. Oh, my babies. Oh, that gotta hurt tomorrow or now, Black Man. Look at the look of MJF's face. It's like, oh shit. Damn. Right? Look at that. Oh my god. And then he picks Adam Cole up. As you can see. Then he goes for... They go for a suplex. And then followed by a standing suplex. As he goes back up, it looks like the crowd. Then MJF picks up a live microphone and begins to say this. You see, he picked up a live microphone and began to say this. As he looks around the crowd, mean as hell. Adam Cole, you knew the number had some of the bitch. Says Adam, says, uh-oh, did I hurt the baby? Says, tough shit. So where to get this shit straight out of my ring, huh? Says, wow. Says MJF. Fulfills my word. Okay. We live, ladies and gentlemen. He said, get this piece of shit out of my ring. Look at this. Oh, we're cool with this wagon, the bullet carcass out of here. And the one that tried to listen why the cross of consciousness said I gave you something I never gave anyone before. Trust! And thanks to you, muchacho, that shit that never happens again. As Adam Cole being escorted out of the ring by security. You can see. Look at this. Look at Adam Cole. Look at Cole working out. Oh, watch it out. Watch it out my shoulder, out my back, out my leg. Oh. He really messed Adam Cole up. When Adam Cole can't even walk by himself without even going, ah, ah, ooh. Then Adam Cole. And then Adam Cole begins to say this. This took place at a pay-per-view called Double or Nothing at that pay-per-view at All Elite Wrestling. That's where it took place. At the pay-per-view called the pay-per-view called Double or Nothing. So then MJF began to say this. See, he thought he took out MJF. I get the hell in here. I get all the camera angles. Said MJF, get the hell in there. I need all the camera angles. He told the cameraman, they said this. What he did take out MJF, all he did was wake him up. See, now I remember exactly who the hell I am. I'm the greatest wrestler on God's green earth! I am on the Jello of the Digital Park. My name is Maxwell Jacob Freeman. And I am better than you, and as you know it. Says MJF. Bro, why is that, MJF? Pre-tell. Oh, I will. Say because unlike Adam Cole and on all those smokes in the back, I don't need a New Japan or a Bismuth Man to make MJF, because MJF made MJF. Says MJF with a passion, by the way. At the fans chat MJF. At the fans chat MJF. And then Adam Cole began to say this. So when it comes to the back to schedule program, folks, no more no more flesh ship, no more kangaroo kits, no more bullshit. Back to being driven by what I've been driven by best, and now they're talking about love. No, no, no. I'm talking about hate, 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 hate. To MJF. And when this was driven by hate, nobody's safe. said MJF. Then he walks up, picks up the mask that was left by Adam Cole, baby. Picks up the mask. Picks up the mask. And you see this stupid mask. Masks are adorned by cowards who want to hide. See, I'm about done hiding. I'm about done being humble. I'm about done apologizing for the fact that I'm the goddamn best. Says MJF. No one is more complete in this sport than me, and that's not my fault, ladies and gentlemen. That all your cute little fans in comparison to mine suck a big old bag of doggy dicks. Says MJF. At the fans chat MJF. At the fans chat monkey dicks. Monkey dicks. Monkey. I don't need a mask to prove that no one is. Matter of fact, hold on. Speaking of mask. Let's pretend this is a mask, folks. My bad, y'all. I didn't mean to fall, guys, to fall that way. Come on, guys. Stand up straight. Let's pretend this is a mask right here. There we go. This are adored by cowards who wants to hide. See, I'm about done hiding. I'm about done being humble. I'm about done apologizing for the fact that I'm the god best. No one is more complete in this sport than me, and it's not my fault, ladies and gentlemen, that all your cute little fans in comparison to my suck a big old bag of monkey dicks. I don't need a mask to prove that no one is on the level. So this stupid, good, goofy, pest mask that symbolizes the tail end of 2023 that's mixed by stomach, turn, and nos. This dumb mask and everything that symbolizes can go straight to hell. But they take off his shirt and began to do the Ric Flair stunt. Look at him. Who do you think it is? Ric Flair now? Woo! Alright, MJF. He even did the elbow drop on him. Boom. It was like, alright, Ric Flair. Look at this. As he walks around with his shirt off. Alright, Ric Flair. Woo! 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 Now he goes on top turnbuckle on the second rope, going, "Yeah, y'all, that shit, yeah." Then goes to says, "I've been betting on myself since day one. Bet on myself since day one. I'm all in, double or nothing. So it will comes to my contract status. We'll call my contract status. I think it's always pretty obvious, but you stupid marks. No offense." To quote one of the all-time great, Megan, rest in peace, cameraman. And then he going to say, "Soon." And then he puts up to this tattoo. Bet on yourself. When it comes to MJF here in AEW, you can call me the Wolf of Wrestling. Because I'm not fucking leaving. He actually said all that on AEW television. He was like, "I am not fucking leaving." Wow. That is crazy. What a like I said, ladies and gentlemen, what a surprise return by MJF. What a powerful, not by the fans, by the way they were treating him. As soon as his music hits, the crowd just completely erupts, got off their seat, and went completely nuts. But you see MJF with that powerful promo, he came to the point where he even let a few cuss words in, pretty much like The Rock did, and when he was part of, he did that feud with Cody Rhodes. He let a few S-bombs in on himself in AEW, talk about some, "I'm not fucking leaving," and then dropped the mic. Wow. That took place at Double or Nothing, ladies and gentlemen. He is fired up. Who's your favorite wrestler? Of course, you should all know by now, it's the People's Champ, The Rock. It's my favorite. It's my favorite wrestler of all time. It's The Rock. That's why I call myself the People's Champ, 1983. To let everybody know that the person that one of my favorite wrestlers is, of course, is none other than The Rock, the original People's Champion. That's why every time The Rock comes on television and I do a review on SmackDown, I make sure that everybody knows that he is the original People's Champion. I'm just the People's Champ, 1983. But he is the original People's Champion, the very first People's Champion, the original People's Champion, The Rock. So that's why I said that he is my favorite wrestler of all time, The Rock. Because he is exactly that, the People's Champion. Let me guys know who are your favorite wrestler here in the comments down below. We want to hear from you. And that's why I was like, wow, that is a powerful ass promo by MJF to the point where it has shook the entire shook the entire wrestling industry. It came to the point where even people in WWE was talking about the return of MJF, specifically Booker T. Even he had nothing but positive, something positive to say about him returning to AEW, All Elite Wrestling, and Booker T. Once again, guys, look at the interest that MJF was portraying in that ring. He even mentioned that he gave homage to Triple H during that segment. From Batista to Triple H, Stone Cold. Oh yeah, I definitely can't forget about Stone Cold. Stone Cold. That's why I mentioned Stone Cold Steve Austin, because the crowd acts like was so erupted that night. They act like Stone Cold Steve Austin just made his debut at AEW. The way that the crowd was erupted, it was like, that's why I was like, wow, he get that much pop of a pop, like he's Stone Cold Steve Austin. Wow. And then don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, we got the pay-per-view coming up for WWE, known as what's it called? The pay-per-view. Oh yeah, the pay-per-view. The pay-per-view that's past King of the Ring. But the pay-per-view that's coming up is SummerSlam in the future. And the pay-per-view that's coming up for NXT is known as what's it called? It's going to take place in Las Vegas, Nevada, known as what's it called? Yeah, they got the next pay-per-view in Las Vegas, Nevada. It's going to take place. It's going to feature Roxanne Perez going against an TNA Knockouts Women's Champion and Jordynne Grace. So apparently, I found out that she has signed a 3-day contract with Triple H and WWE. One appearance in AEW, one appearance in NXT, then another appearance, and then her wrestling appearance, and then her the pay-per-view at NXT. That will be her third appearance in AEW. So apparently she has signed a 3-day deal contract to be in WWE NXT to appear there for 3 days only. So I wonder how that's going to turn out, the 3 days of Jordynne Grace being in NXT for the 3 days. Because we already saw her the first time when she debuted. Once was at the Royal Rumble. And then we saw her twice of her debuting as the surprise appearance and the person that's going to face Roxanne Perez for the NXT Women's Championship. And also going to take place there is the crowning of the North American Women's Championship there. That also going to take place in Las Vegas, Nevada in NXT pay-per-view. I'm still shocked. I'm still shocked that and also what happened in AEW Oh, and also what happened there that night is the debut of Gangrel. Remember Gangrel debut? I think Gangrel was there also, and but man, let's see. Hold on. Before we leave, let me check on something, ladies and gentlemen. And also, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget about the AJ Styles, the fake AJ Styles retirement that took place on Friday Night SmackDown between him and Cody Rhodes, and how he tricked Cody Rhodes and everybody. He even tricked Nick Aldis to thinking that he was going to retire. He even wear his whole he even wear a whole suit and brought Luke Gallows and Luke Harper. Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson to help him in his retirement, to make it think that it is real, only to turn around and pull a legit Mark Henry and attack him during his retirement speech, just like Mark Henry did with John Cena, where Mark Henry announced his retirement, and then he called out John Cena. John Cena held his hand held up high, and then that's when Mark Henry turned around and attacked him, just like what happened with AJ Styles and Cody Rhodes. He pretty much attacked him out of nowhere, faking his retirement speech, putting Cody Rhodes out. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow we have Monday Night Raw that's going to take place tomorrow. So I'm going to watch Monday Night Raw tomorrow. So I'm going to get ready to give you guys a live Raw review on Tuesday. So make sure to look out for that live stream. So yeah, hope everybody doing well physically. Live on a Tuesday after Monday Night Raw is going to take place tomorrow. So after that, I'm going to come on live on Tuesday to do a live review of what happened of Monday Night Raw. 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, 1 o'clock West Coast. That's 4 o'clock p.m. East Coast, 1 o'clock West Coast. That's what I'll be on to give you guys a Raw review on Tuesday. So make sure that you hit the notification bell on all so you guys will miss that. Cause I'm definitely going to watch Raw, Monday Night Raw, tomorrow night. Cause we are here on a Sunday. As you can see, today is Sunday, June 2nd, 2024. So I can tune in to. If you I may not watch. I may not be able to show you guys the stream due to copyright, but I'm definitely going to give you guys play by play as to what happened that night. You can best believe that. So if you're interested in that, then subscribe for more. Subscribe so you won't miss that live stream. And wow. And like I said, ladies and gentlemen, ever since Joe Biden has become president of the United States, we have to deal with nothing but countless mass shootings after mass shootings after mass shootings after mass shootings. It came to the point where it is no longer safe to be outside. It doesn't even matter who you are. It doesn't matter if you are a child, a baby. It doesn't matter if you are a grown man, if you are a grown woman. It doesn't matter if you are a celebrity. There's no exception to the rule when it comes to these criminals. You're either going to get robbed, stabbed, shot, all that stuff. If you don't, please pay attention to your surroundings at all times, because you don't know what might happen. You see plenty of times where all you gotta do is just slip up and thinking that everything is okay. You think you think everybody is friendly. You think everybody is your friend, and then all of a sudden, just like that, bam, your life has been taken away from you, all because you slipped and by yourself not paying attention to your circle before they hurt you. Because it is that bad out here, ladies and gentlemen, that it came to the point where every time we watch the news, there's always some type of knife stabbing, it's always some type of robbery, it's always some type of in-store robbery going on. It's either that or some type of mass shooting going on top of areas that you would even think that happen, that you even think will happen in that type of area, because it would never happen before. Now all of a sudden, gun violence and knife stabbing, it happened in areas that we would not least expect it. Like I said, guys, for malls, be getting lots and lots of mall mass shootings, lots of bus stops mass shootings, be getting a lot of subway mass shootings, also be getting churches, schools, and even in places that you would thought that people would go there to have a good time in. Places like carnivals, it's also has gotten shut up. That's why I say, guys, pay attention to your circle before you hurt you, because we are living in the era of you are living in the Joe Biden era, where it is no longer safe to be outside. You see how it was when Barack Obama was in charge and it was in office. The same similar thing happens. Nothing but mass shootings, nothing but random terrorist act, random equal to lots of protests. It's just crazy out here, guys. Oh yeah. Gun violence at carnivore. Okay. Here we go. Look at this.
Chocolate cookie crumble bar.
In case y'all didn't check it out.
Would fall victim to it nearly 3 years after her fiance was killed.
My child lost his life. Like, one of the worst phone calls you could ever get.
That call came on the night
Look,
of May
a word
11th
for Teen
after
Cook.
Octavia says Zakir went
At a
with
carnival.
friends to have some fun at Lead Fest, an anti-violence carnival in the parking lot of Concord Mall. According to Delaware State Police, a fight broke out between several people near the entrance of the carnival. An unknown individual pulled a gun and fired several shots, hitting Zakir and another 17-year-old victim. Both were rushed to Christiana Hospital, where the 17-year-old victim, while seriously injured, survived.
No kid deserved this to happen to him, but it's like, why me?
His mother tells Action
See?
News she had just spoken to the 16-year-old about recording a Mother's Day video for his grandmother. She says Zakir, an aspiring sports entertainment lawyer, was someone who was always willing to do whatever he could to put a smile on the faces of others. And he had big plans like any other teen his age as he looked ahead to his junior year in high school.
Just got his ID about a month ago. You would have thought it was a license. He was so excited. Like, he just was a different kid. Like, everybody loves I.
Making it even harder for Octavia to comprehend the 16-year-old's unexpected death. She has this message for Zakir's killer.
If you see this and you're out there, just turn yourself in.
Yeah, and the family tells me a funeral service will be held for Zakir in the coming days. Delaware Crime Stoppers is now offering a $5,000 reward for anyone with information leading to an arrest in this case. If you have any information, you're asked to give Delaware State Police a call. We're live tonight in Wilmington. Charles Watson, Channel 6.
And the most in the comment that you will see underneath these videos is comments like they're going to release these criminals within the next day. It's the common comments that that we see in these type of videos is that that mayor is going to release them, the same criminal that they put in jail. They're going to fight that harder to get them out of jail. That's how corrupt the mayors are in every city. It's that every time these criminals get locked up, they get released the same day. These are the couple of comments you will see in in these type of videos like this, ladies and gentlemen. Matter of fact, let's go check out the comments right now to see what the people have to say about the incident. Take a look, shall we? Killed at an anti-violence carnival. See? It's said that kids can't even go out and enjoy themselves no more without getting hurt. Did I just say that? Now, did I not just say that it is no longer safe to be outside? And look, even this person agrees with me. It's sad that kids can't even go out and enjoy themselves and no more without getting hurt. That person looks sad. Anti-violence. This was an anti-violence carnival. An anti-violence carnival, and the violence broke out. How sad of the world we're living in. Look. Prayers to his family. But look, where's it gonna stop? My condolences, young life, gone. Rest in peace. See, guys, this is happening now. All over the United States, people are saying this. All over the United States, people are saying this. Rest in peace. Either you know somebody that's saying, either you have said this before, or somebody you know has said this before. Either way, somebody you know has said this before. All thanks to the hands of gun violence. Even a person would say, when's this going to stop? Look, this is why, this person was saying, this is why I don't go anywhere. There will be blasts if I can help it. See? Even this person is saying, this is why I don't go anywhere. Because this person knows that it's no longer safe to be outside. Because, like I said, this is what happens when you try to have a good time just by being outside. You got to worry about putting your life at risk. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's unfortunately that we had to say this, but reality is reality, and you are sorry for yourself on the news. You guys witness it for yourself every time you go out there in the real world. It's just what we got to deal with on a daily basis, thanks to the hands of the leadership, under the leadership of Joe Biden. And it's only going to get worse if we don't get these people removed from office before it's too late. Because they damn sure are not going to do anything about this mass shooting, as being proven time and time again. All they're going to do is let people, all they're going to do is have a bunch of protests and then lock people up for protesting. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Try to turn the volume down. It came to the point where the New York mayor, it came to the point where the LA mayor even got her house robbed. The LA mayor. It even happened while she was in the house.
These people that are operating in our government right now are criminals. And you don't have to agree with me, you can disagree with me, but time will tell. And if we don't do something, like I said, if we don't all stand up and participate in our free democratic society, you're going to lose your rights, and you're going to lose them quick.
First of all, I can tell you that my heart is pounding on my chest.
Thank you for people in the back.
Breaking the law. That's the problem you got with our society. Most of them want to break the law and don't want to be told not to break the law.
And I swore an oath to protect the country from all of
this. This is our U.S. troops guys telling this. U.S. troops.
These people that are operating in our government right now are criminals. And you don't have to agree with me, you can disagree with me, but time will tell. And if we don't do something, like I said, if we don't all stand up and participate in our free democratic society, you're going to lose your rights, and you're going to lose them quick.
How funny is it that just a couple of weeks ago, this last week, we had Memorial Day that's supposed to be about the troops. But yet, today we have how many homeless people how many people that are homeless that involves veterans? Did we not just have a Memorial Day last week? But yet, how many people that are homeless that are currently that are veterans? It came to the point where they even acknowledged that we have a a veterans homeless crisis. But yet we have a whole holiday about Memorial Day about the dedication to the troops. But yet most of our veterans of today are homeless. Veterans homeless crisis. Look at this. It took place on ABC.
Veterans homeless crisis. Hey, CoverGirls, plant power.
It even was covered by ABC. That's how serious the veteran crisis is. Look at this.
Veterans get back on their feet. On this Veterans Day weekend, new beginnings for over 100 homeless veterans in Houston. The Tunnel to Towers Foundation officially opening the first Veterans Village.
This is just the beginning. Let us restore these homeless veterans' hope. Let us restore their dignity. Let us restore their lives.
This former Holiday Inn hotel fully converted, providing shelter and hope to homeless veterans. John Manley, who served in the National Guard for nearly a decade, is one of their first residents.
For once in my life, I can say I'm truly happy, and that's coming from my heart. It's just wonderful to know that someone cares.
After losing his wife to a long battle with cancer, he became homeless, living at 3 different men's shelters over the past 5 years.
It was real hard. I ended up being depressed.
Damn.
And living on the streets, and I didn't have no one to turn to.
As a veteran, y'all. I saw this happen as a veteran.
But then he found the Veterans Village.
I have a roof over my head. I have a television, icebox, microwave. They furnished everything. I will be here for the rest of my life. This is my family now. It's a happy place to be.
And he has this advice for other homeless veterans.
Veterans
in silence.
You can come up from the bottom.
100 homeless veterans in Houston.
But you have to want it. Just ask somebody to help you.
A fresh new beginning for our nation's heroes. Thank you so much for watching. Dave will be
Yeah,
right
I
back
wonder
here tomorrow
why-
night. I'm Rachel Scott. Good night.
No wonder why veterans are
George
homeless.
Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the.
Welcome to our annual gathering.
Look at this.
The county announced an initiative called Leave No Veteran Homeless. CBS 8's Shannon Handy joins us live with details, including how the public is being asked to step in. Shannon.
Carlo and Marcella, we all know the homeless crisis continues to grow in San Diego, and that includes the number of veterans living out on our streets. Now, while the number of veterans did decline between 2020 and 2022, a 2023 count showed that more veterans wound up on our streets. And that is why the county has teamed up with local, state, and even federal leaders to address this issue, saying if they address this particular sector of the homeless population, they'll see results.
In 2020, there were 940 homeless veterans in our region. Despite the pandemic, we dropped that number to 814, a reduction of 13%. That's progress here and across the county, but there is so much more to do. If there are 814 veterans, you can see how we can tackle this issue and eliminate it in our region if we make a concerted effort.
My name is Norma. As part of that effort, the public is being asked to step in and help. Specifically, they're looking for landlords willing to rent a spare room or apartment or any livable space to a homeless veteran. Because there are so many veteran resources, the federal government does provide vouchers. The problem is there's not enough housing available. Now, aside from the public's assistance, this new initiative will, of course, join together what local resources we already have to get homeless veterans off the streets. We heard from a 70-year-old Army veteran who was homeless for several years. He has since been placed in permanent housing and talked about how appreciative he is.
Many roadblocks were put in my way, but I fought through, persevered, and now I live in a one-bedroom apartment in El Cajon, and me and my cats are very, very thankful
Mind you that these are the same guys that fought for our country, but yet this country allowed them to be homeless. They literally put their life on the line by going overseas to protect this country. And what did they get in return? It's to be homeless. That's that gift in return. It's as to thank you for serving this country. Instead of me returning you with favor by giving you a lifetime supply, I give you a free rent, a rent-free house for the rest of your life. You no longer have to pay rent. You no longer have to you no longer have to worry about paying taxes because you'll contribute to our society by going out and putting your life on the line by defending this great country of ours. So, and to give back in return, we're going to give you guys lifetime of rent-free housing. You have to no longer have to worry about rent. No longer have to worry about taxes, but instead they get to be homeless due to the fact that they can't afford housing because rent is so high. So even the older Americans are forced to go back to work. Even the older Americans that is supposed to retire, because last time I checked, at a certain age you are supposed to retire at a certain age, to therefore meaning that you are done working because you are officially retired. But because the cost of living has gone up so high that older people can't even retire because they won't even have enough retirement money because they'll be spending trying to keep up with ends meet. Check this out.
One woman went from living out her golden years going back into the army.
The high cost of living is forcing some older Americans back into the workforce.
CBS correspondent Christiane Benavides shows us how.
Hold on. None of you guys can't hear that. Hold on. Turn this on. Turn this. There we go. Put this over again.
The high cost of living is forcing some older Americans back into the workforce.
CBS correspondent Christiane Benavides shows us how one woman went from living out her golden years to going back into the office.
See?
All right.
This is not what 74-year-old Jeanette Campbell pictured doing when she retired from teaching 12 years ago.
Did you think that you'd be back at work?
Not at all. I thought I would be taking care of my grandchildren, traveling the world.
Instead, she's here, checking emails, making calls, and putting together promotional material for United Home Care, a nonprofit where she has a part-time job. Campbell realized she needed to go back to work when she just couldn't make ends meet.
I couldn't afford to pay my mortgage. And so I didn't want to be left out in the street homeless.
Alina Valenzuela is Campbell's boss.
We shouldn't have to find another job after we retire. But unfortunately, that is what has happened.
A survey by AARP found more than half of Americans aged 50 and older worry they won't have enough money for retirement.
a crisis in
confidence. Dira Venkat is Senior Vice President
They can't
of
even
Research
retire
at
because
AARP.
that's how
Among
bad it is.
adults yet to retire, 1 in 5 have absolutely no retirement savings. The survey also found 1 in 4 working adults, 50 and older, expect to never retire, and 70% feel prices are rising faster than their income. Why this is happening is, one, the lingering effects of inflation. The second aspect is housing. And a third that we are noticing is the rise in debt levels. Campbell says being back at work has given her a new sense of purpose, but she doesn't see ever being able to fully retire. Cristian Benavides, CBS News, Miami.
Damn. See? And just like the veterans, ladies and gentlemen, there are also elderly people that are out there homeless as well, because of, like that lady says, there's some of them that can't even afford to pay the rent due to inflation. Just like some of our veterans can't even afford to pay the rent due to the high cost of living.
This is still an issue here in Austin, even if more of the people are out of sight because of the camping ban that was reinstated back in May.
Connor Board learns why the people who served our country have a higher chance of ending up on the streets. And more importantly, we talk about what we can do about it.
See?
Serving our country is one of our nation's highest honors.
I started out doing communications, and then got stationed at Fort Carson, Colorado, and was in an artillery unit and ended up working with the forward observing teams in the artillery units.
I was an infantryman with the Army. I spent a year in the DMZ in Korea, a year in Iraq and Baghdad from 2004 to 2005.
Blake Holbrook, a Purple Heart veteran who had 5 men in his unit get killed overseas, knows that this service can come with a price.
I ended up in 3 psychiatric wards, mostly because the VA was just giving me a lot of medications. I ended up in a substance abuse rehab for those medications, but they gave me more medications. And really, I would have been a homeless veteran had my family not stepped in.
For others like James Lambert, who moved to Texas with his friends after their time in the military, no one stepped in until later on.
I struggled a little bit more than they did getting out, and couldn't afford the place I was staying in. And after a while, I ended up living out of an 82 Ford Ranger in a Walmart parking lot.
James lived in that parking lot for a year, struggling with alcohol and painkillers that he got hooked on after being treated for back pain.
When I was going through that situation, my lowest point, I considered suicide, because I was like, there's no way out. I can't deal with it anymore.
He never shared that he was homeless when this was happening. This secret struggle is common among veterans.
Wearing their uniform, you have so much pride, so much respect for yourself and others that when you lose your home, it's embarrassing, it's sad.
Now both Blake and James are using their experiences to help others. Blake is a peer mental health specialist with the Samaritan Center in Austin and works with veterans in the state jail. He says about 50% of the veterans in his program were homeless before they were arrested.
A lot of times we'll work with the VA and they have a HUD-VASH program that will give them a voucher for, say, 3 to 6 months of rent. In Austin, as we all know, the housing prices are skyrocketing. Just rent in apartments is difficult. So if they have these vouchers, at the end of those vouchers, they can't afford it. They don't have a job that can afford the rent in Austin. And a lot of times they just end up back on the street.
James is the peer service coordinator for the Military Veteran Peer Network in Travis County. He works with the police department and sheriff's office responding to veteran interactions and meets one-on-one with veterans to connect them with different resources.
When the camping ban came into effect, I lost contact with a lot of the vets that were in the area. I used to be able to go every day and see. I knew where all the veterans that I was talking to were staying, and then I'd always run into more.
The 2021 estimates by the Ending Community Homelessness Coalition before the camping ban in May showed of the 3,160 people experiencing homelessness in Travis County, 284 were veterans. That means while veterans only make up 5% of the general population, they make up 9% of the homeless population. Blake says in a city as innovative as Austin, we need to find solutions.
So when you come to the table saying, let's reinstate the camping ban and let's get rid of the so-called trash in this town, well, it turns out that trash are humans, and we should act accordingly. So come to the table with solutions, not just talking about a problem.
Blake and James using the good and bad from their past to lead fellow veterans to a new chapter of healing.
You're struggling right now. That's okay. We all struggle. Where do you go from here? There's a path to be successful. You just got to choose it.
And you know, one point both James and Blake made is the...
Do you even know what these guys had to go through psychologically? Just by unaliving a person would do something to you psychologically. And these people was doing that to protect the country here in America, as they like to call it, to protect this country against foreign domestic. Okay, that's what they call it. That's exactly what they was doing, and that's what they say. And do you know what it does to people's psychic? You have to do that on a regular basis, unaliving people. And the fact that they did all that and end up being homeless could really mess with somebody's psychic, really, really bad. You see the guy, he almost thinking about committing, that word, because he was on, he did all that and ended up on addicted to medication, ended up being addicted to painkillers because he was so much pain physically. But yet, your president of the United States did nothing to help these people get back on their feet. But instead, he'd rather give away billions and billions of dollars to Ukraine. He'd rather give out billions and billions of dollars to Ukraine, ladies and gentlemen, than to make sure that none of our veterans is never homeless again for their contribution to put their life on the line for keeping America safe. He'd rather give billions of dollars to Ukraine and have our veterans be homeless. This is exactly why Joe Biden needs to get out of office before we lose before we lose more of our rights.
I can tell you that my heart is...
Even on Fox News, even the people on Fox News want this guy out of here.
...2023.
Hold on, I don't...
being...
To be official, Joe is more than welcome on this program for the entire hour, and I'll give him an extra 3 hours of uninterrupted radio time. But I don't think Joe could handle a live segment on MSDNC, much less an entire hour on this program. It's pretty simple. This doesn't look good for Joe. He needs help answering basic questions. He struggles, he mumbles, he bumbles, he stumbles. He's having a hard time walking and talking. And let's not forget when, he read the instructions from the teleprompter like an elderly Ron Burgundy. 4 more years, pause, oops. From the economy to inflation to illegal immigration to violence in the Middle East, war in Europe, to the obvious cognitive decline. It is no secret why Biden is hemorrhaging support from several usually reliable demographics. Then, of course, he's out there talking about his dear uncle that was eaten by cannibals. But anyway, I digress. But it's not stopping Democrats and strategic, minds that are in the Democratic Party. James Carville's a lot of things. I've debated him, smart guy, and he's getting really pissed off.
See, even Fox News knows that Joe Biden is not fit to be our president because this is the results of him being our president. The country, as you know it, is coming down into a Great Depression as we know it, ladies and gentlemen. If you get this dude out, even it came to the point where Donald Trump says that it's going to take us years for us to recover from this after what Joe Biden has done to the country. Years for us to recover from this. It's not going to happen overnight. Even if we do get this SOB out of office, it's going to take years for us to recover from this. That's how much damage Joe Biden has caused while he was in office. That's crazy. Alright guys, I'm about to end this live stream. I've been on here for approximately over 3 hours, as the guy like to say. 3 hours. And I'm about to go charge my phone so I can get... Matter of fact, it's now over 7 p.m. That means that I'm about to go grab my... Go to that Walmart one real quick. And I'm about to catch you guys later. This is People Champ 1983. Thank you guys for joining me on this live stream. You are the real MVP. Thank you all for hitting the like button on the live stream. Don't forget to subscribe for more future live streams and videos like this. And don't forget to hit the notification bell on all so you won't miss any of my upcoming live streams and videos like this. It's the People Champ 1983, and I am signing out. You have a blessed Sunday. Deuces.